Hi friends. I've chosen the kitchen as our location today to talk about ordinary time. Now I'm not going to continue cutting tomatoes and speak to you lest I cut myself. Physical coordination is not really my strong suit. But I do want to consider ordinary time. You know, that's what we've moved into now that Eastertide is past. It's not Lent, the preparation for Easter and Eastertide. It's not Advent, the preparation for Christmas. It's not the Christmas season. But it's ordinary time in the church. But I'd like us to consider how in the church, extraordinary things are communicated through very ordinary matter. Consider the Eucharist, it's bread and wine, simple bread and wine that Christ transformed into his very body and blood. Consider Christ. He became a human being, an ordinary human being, living in ordinary times, in a relatively unknown place in the Middle East. Living among ordinary people, and he sanctified all of that. He made what was ordinary extraordinary, and so it is in our lives. You know, I love Mother Teresa's quotation: we cannot do great things, we can only do small things with great love. We can only do ordinary things with extraordinary love, and every time we do that, we are actually incarnating the Christian message. We are actually being other Christs. We're walking in his footsteps. So, you know, when we greet someone kindly, when someone in the Brother's Kitchen, Brother Richard loves to bake bread. When he bakes bread, that's an example of what I'm speaking about. When we care for the sick, when we go out of our way to help those who are poor or lonely, when we write a paper or prepare a class or complete a law brief or do our job with real energy and enthusiasm because it's the right thing to do, when we care for our families. All of these are ordinary things. They're the ordinary substance of our lives, but they become extraordinary because they're done in the context of Christ. So don't let these words, ordinary time, that we attach to this time of the year liturgically deceive you. Let's not be fooled to think that it's just dull and boring and nothing extraordinary is going on. Even in these ordinary times, extraordinary things are happening. And the extraordinary thing is that Christ himself is coming to us through all the ordinary, everyday things of our lives. The extraordinary message is that Christ sanctifies every single moment of our lives. Thanks so much for sharing those reflections, letting me share those reflections with you. God bless.